Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I am going to be doing a wreath, a summer wreath. This is a wreath garland that I purchased last year from Michael's. They were regular $2.88. I did get it on sale after the Christmas season for I believe about $1.26. It was circular, but I shaped it into an oval shape, and I am going to be doing a lemon theme wreath with adding also some embellishments, a sunflower, a few florals perhaps, but something really simple. And I am going to be using a basket weave deco mesh. This is cut into 14 inches. And I also have this yellowish gold, which is cut into 20 inches. And I am going to be doing the woodland ruffle method, guys. And I'm just going to be folding this over a couple of times. And I'll just clip, turn it around, and fold it over a couple more times. And this basket weave is kind of thick, so. And we'll be doing a woodland ruffle method. I'll just be inserting these in here. Probably about 14 of them. Most of this will be covered, but I will be inserting in here about 14 of them. So you can just use a weight. This is the woodland ruffle method. We're gonna curl over the yellow about 3 times, since this particular one is a little thinner. This particular mesh is a little thinner. We'll turn it around, and we'll do 3 more curls. And this is the woodland ruffle. And from there, we'll just take it and walk it in. And this one is not so hard to walk in because the mesh is thinner. And if you feel like you have any excess, you can always pull it. If you have any excess, just pull it, and it'll take away the excess. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and insert that here. We have a couple of more we need to insert. And like I said, this is the woodland ruffle method. Now for the black, we're just going to lightly roll it over a couple of times, because it is a pretty thick mesh, because it is a basket weave mesh. And just walk it in with your fingers, crunch it together. And if you'll notice, as I start getting towards the end, because this is some mesh that I had already used once on another project. So what I did was just took the remainder of this yellow gold and this basket weave black and white and used it for this wreath. That way I'm just using some of what I already previously have opened and just using up what I have. And like I said, this is curling in because it is to the ending. So we are getting to the ending of this mesh. Alright, and we need one more black. Like I say, the thick basket weave one, we're going to just curl over twice lightly. And just walk it in. And so forth. This is what we have. At the beginning of the video, I showed you where I have this lemon swag. It actually was a piece of swag that was on a Dollar Tree wreath circular frame, but I detached it from there so that I can add it to my wreath. So like I said, most of this mesh you won't probably even see, but what I am going to do is take the lemon and I am going to attach it to this wreath. And I think I'm going to put it right here because I have a sign that I've had this sign here for about, I want to say maybe about 2 years now, and I never used it. It says, I could just squeeze you. And I thought this would be really nice because it has the real lemon and the gingham pattern at the bottom. So we're going to be using that on this wreath as well as putting on some big bows onto this wreath. So I'm just going to use some Chanel stems to attach this, to lightly attach this, because I may want to use this with another project or something. So I'm just going to take it and attach it with the Chanel stem. You can also, if you like, let's try this. Well, no, because it won't be long enough. Because I was going to try attaching it with the greenery, but this might be my best option. This way it stays, it doesn't come loose, and I'm safe. Because I believe that I can't attach it with the greenery, but we're just going to go ahead with this. And I'll probably put about 3 pieces in here, 3 pieces of Chanel stem. I think it will hold well with just those 3 pieces. We don't need a lot. And I'm just lightly putting it under here. And then I am going to pull it and attach it. And just going to twist it. and lay it over. This way I could take that a loose after the summer. I can always use this for another project. We're going to use one more chenille stem to lay this down. And I'm thinking about after this, I might just go and kind of glue my lemons on so that they'll stay on. I don't want them detaching because I noticed earlier one fell off, so I may just go and detach it on. And I'm just taking the chenille stem and twisting it under here, under the bottom. So far, this is what we have. I think I'm losing a nail. We'll just put that there. We'll work without that. Okay. So now I have my sign, and I did show you this sign. What I did with my sign is I just took a couple of chenille stems, some hot glue, some felt that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I hot glued the chenille stems onto this sign. And usually, let me show you what else I use as well, but for this one I'm just going to use that. You can also use these as well to attach. So I'm thinking that I'm going to attach it lightly up here with a slant. And we'll see how that looks. I won't do it tightly just yet. We'll see how that looks. Oh yeah, that's going to be really cute. So we'll go ahead and we'll just tighten it up a little. Sure it's on here good and tight. Just gonna twist it a little, and I'm just twisting towards the back. And I'm just gonna leave that loose, and then eventually I'll cut it off. And so far, this is what we have. And I'm gonna pull my deco mesh out so that it will come out. I've already made one bow. And I will be making another bow. I have 3 different types of ribbon I'll be using. I'll be using this lemon ribbon, which came from Craft Outlet, with the gingham on it. Also, I'll be using this lemon ribbon as well. It came from Craft Outlet. As you can see, I'm almost out of this because I've made quite a few lemon wreaths for my sister and other people. And I will be using this one, which is a beautiful one. This is from Sam's Club, a Member's Mark ribbon. I will be using this one as well. So I've already did one bow. Hold on guys, let me get that for you and show it to you. Okay guys, I already made one bow. And this was earlier today for a video. I will be putting this on the wreath. I am going to be inserting that one here. So really, we can go ahead and insert that one here. That one is going to be being inserted here. So we can go ahead and put that on. Being that we're here, and I already got it done. I did a video on how to do a 3-2-1 bow, in which I made this bow. I will link it to this video so you can go back and take a look at it and watch it. Here's the bow. Okay, so now I want to make a bigger bow for the bottom area. I also have some florals. I haven't decided yet whether I'm going to use the florals, but I do have some florals here that I may insert. So I am still deciding whether I'm going to use these florals or not. One of them came off, but we'll see. So right now I'm going to go ahead and I am going to make a bow for the bottom end. And I'm thinking that I want this to have a pretty decent sized tail, this bottom bow. So, and this particular bow maker, I purchased this from Michael's. I think I'm gonna make this ribbon, the tail about 20 inches, because I'm thinking that I want a long tail for this. So I'm going to do my loop, my first loops at 6 inches. This is actually a nice ribbon here as well, from Sam's Club Members Mark ribbon. It's actually a really nice ribbon. I do buy ribbon from Sam's Club as well. So this ribbon, and all the ribbon that I use, I only use ribbon that has wire in it. Only time I use ribbon that does not have wire is if I am just using it for something outside of where I just have to glue a piece of ribbon onto something or what have you. But otherwise, I'm always using wired ribbon. So I'm thinking I'm going to do about maybe 4 loops here. I think I'm going to let my ribbon drop. This way it doesn't twist. Okay, I'm going to do about 4 loops. And I'm probably going to average it to the length of this and I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. And next up, I'm going to do the gingham ribbon. So I'm just going to let it drop this time, so I don't have to worry about all this tangling. And I'll probably do that till about, I want to say about 18 inches. And I'm going to do this one at 5 inches. Sometimes I do 5.5. But today I'm feeling 5, so we're going to do 5. This is such a beautiful ribbon. And when I tell you this ribbon is very nicely wired, when I first seen this ribbon at Craft Outlet, I knew I had to have it. I don't use gingham a lot for myself, but this was absolutely beautiful. I had to have it for my summer wreath. So here we go, because I love this gingham on this. So we did 4. I'm going to do 3 here. And this is at 5 inches. Let's see. And I'm just going to measure this. Eyeball it to about 18 inches here. Cut that off. And so now we're going to go with our other ribbon. And like I said, I just drop it to the floor because sometimes keeping it on top, it gets tangled. So we'll do this one about 16, somewhere around there. And we're going to do this one at 4. That's going to do it at 4. So I'm thinking that I may put a lemon in the center of this bowl. I'm thinking, I'm not sure yet. This is 2. And I think I'm going to just give it that one little loop here. I'm not going to cut it off. Usually I cut it off and make another a lot of times, but I'm not going to cut it off. We're going to make it work this way. 4, and we're going to do 3 here, and we're just going to make that a central loop. And we're going to cut this off. Okay, so now that we've gotten that done, I am going to spread my bow out. And as I'm spreading my bow out, I'm holding down firmly onto the ribbon. Okay, and now we have the two. Like I said, I'm not sure yet. I may just put well, I'm not going to put the lemon now since I've put the center here, so I'm not going to put the lemon. So now I am going to get a chenille stem. And hold on to my ribbon because it is thick now. This bow is thick. I'm going to insert my chenille stem under the bottom through the loop. And I'm just going to pull. Now guys, for me, I like to, when I'm doing my bow, I like to turn it around to the back. And let me move this out of the way. When I turn it around to the back, I like to turn it over like this. I like to push my bow in like this. And then I take my chenille stem and I twist it. And the reason why I do that is because once you do that, if you ever see bows that they're very fluffy and stick out, when you do it that way, that helps the bow to be very fluffy. So now we're going to go ahead and kind of fluff out this bow. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be nice and pleasing to you. But you do want it to be very nice and beautiful. Okay, so we've gotten the bottom here fluffed out. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to fluff out this beautiful gingham ribbon that I love. And if you kind of twist like this a little, it will definitely open them up. So don't be afraid to pull on the ribbon to shape it up. The Members Mark ribbon don't have as much as wiring like the craft outlet ribbon, as you see how the craft outlet ribbon stands up. But of course, Members Mark is really nice as well. So now we're doing our middle. And then remember I said I was just going to go ahead and put a center, and I won't worry about putting the lemon in the middle. So we're going to go ahead and attach this to our wreath. And I'm going to be attaching that right here in the center. I'm just going to pull it tight. Pull this down so you all can see. I'm going to pull it tight to the back. And don't worry about these. I'm going to cut them off. What I usually do is just to make sure everything is adjusted correctly, then I cut them off. So now we have our big bow on. And I'm just going to straighten this bow out some. Give it a little nice little look on here. So I went ahead and put the bow on first. So remember, one thing about making a wreath and when you're putting your bows on, always dovetail your ribbon. So you're going to cut up. And sometimes it just all depends on the wreath I'm making. I cut it before I put it on the wreath, or sometimes I just wait until I put it on the wreath. So here you go, a dovetail. Okay, so we're going to dovetail all these ribbons, tails. And this is going to be a wreath for my front door. I'm trying to get a head start here on some things. I already have a patriotic wreath from last year, and I think I may use that one, or I may make another one and give that one away. I'm not sure, but as for right now, my goal is to use that one. And I kind of make sure that these ribbons are interchanged in between each other. And then one thing you can do with the ribbons, you don't have to let them hang. You can twirl them, which is what I do a lot of times. I twirl them. And then I just pull. You can tightly pull or you can loosely pull. So it's up to you. And then I just pull out. So we're just going to do it a little tighter. Guess we'll go with a little tight for right now, and then I'll decide what I'm going to do. So we will go ahead and do this one. And on to the next. And I just pull it out from the center. Okay. So now we're going to do this side. And sometimes I put them sort of tight because eventually when these wreaths are out on your door, they eventually, it eventually starts dropping. So this is what we have so far with this wreath. Let's see. I'm going to use the sunflower. I am debating see. I have to glue this on a little. Let's see if I'm going to use the sunflower. Let me see if I can bend this sunflower in so I won't have to. I have to glue this with some super glue. This actually came from Walmart. So let's see how this is going to look. I think this is going to look absolutely cute. I really like the sunflower because I am going to be doing lemon with sunflower. I really like the sunflower. So we're going to place the sunflower here. I'm thinking that I'm going to have to put my hot glue on because this is continuously coming out. So let's get the hot glue, guys, and get this taken care of. Okay, guys, I had to go ahead and hot glue the stem so this would not come loose. But as I say, I purchased these from Walmart, these sunflowers. So I want to attach one here, right here. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and use a piece of my greenery to attach it. This way, if I want to use this again, I probably could use it again. So I'm just curving it up, and I'm going to put one up here, and I'm going to use my greenery here to attach this one also. Try to twist it under because sometimes we get hard winds here. Okay. So I'm thinking I want to add, I have 2 pieces of floral, and this is a light color. Let's see. And I forget the name of these florals, y'all. So I'm going to put it in the comments because I'm trying to remember. It's right there, but it's there, but it's not there, and I'm trying to remember. But I'm going to put one probably sort of going down this way. And I'm going to try to stick it in here where I don't have to cut it or anything. And I'm going to attach it with the greenery. Okay, and then of course what I do to the bottom, I'm definitely going to do that here to the top, and I'm going to attach it with some greenery. Grab a piece of greenery down from up under here somewhere and attach it. And let's see. And my sunflower where you can see it. So I have some lemons here, and I'm thinking that I'm not going to detach it. I think that I'm just going to fold it over. And maybe attach it with some greenery. Push it in and push it down a little more. Okay, there we go. Attach it with some greenery. see how this is going to look. And I'm thinking I'm going to have to super glue these lemons on. But guys, this is all I'm going to do to this wreath right now. And I am going to stand back so that I can let you see how it looks so far.